Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do our Money Monday. So every Monday, the first Monday of every month, I do a budget update, and we are doing our budget update for the month of May. So last month we had a goal of putting away $400 to a maternity savings that I have been saving for. The goal is to reach $3,500 by the end of June, and I was only able to put away $200. The part of the reason why I couldn't put away the full $400 was because my husband's hours were cut at work. They dropped him one day each week, so he works Saturdays and Mondays, and they dropped all of his Mondays in the month of May. We weren't expecting that, and so we didn't budget for that, and so I had to pull from the money that I would have normally put into savings in order to cover our everyday expenses. The second goal that we had, and this was our savings challenge for the month of May, was a freezer pantry challenge. And what that is you don't use any of your grocery money. You actually use up whatever you have in your freezer or your pantry in order to make meals. So if you have to run out to the grocery store for like minimal things, that's fine. But for the most part, the goal is to try to use up whatever you have in your house. That was successful. The only thing is we ended up eating out a lot more than we typically budget for. So I guess it was like a success on one hand, but a fail on the other, because we did go over our eating out budget. The third goal that we had last month was to read Smart Money, Smart Kids by Dave Ramsey and Rachel Cruz, and I didn't even attempt that book. I ended up reading a book called Siblings Without Rivalry. I am like in super baby nesting mode right now, and I'm getting really nervous on introducing Cadence to her new baby sister. I just really want them to get along, and I want to make sure that I do everything right in order for Cadence to really take to her sister. And I don't want her to be mean, or I don't want her to feel jealous. And so I'm like soaking in any advice that I can get, or reading all of these like parenting books to try to do the best as a parent to introduce them to each other and like have Cadence take a liking to her. And so I ended up reading Siblings Without Rivalry, and I didn't even touch Smart Money, Smart Kids. So that will definitely be a read for June. So those were my goals. Two of them were a fail. One of them was a I guess we could say it was a pass. But again, I blew my budget, so was it really? Some interesting things that happened financially to us this past month of May was I ended up going on maternity leave 2 weeks prior to when I was expected to. My expected maternity leave date was June 4th, so I was supposed to work throughout the entire month of May. But I ended up going on leave May 21st. SDI for California, they cover 60 to 70% of your income, and then my employer will cover the balance of that. So either 30 to 40% of the remaining income in order to make me 100% whole. So I would get my whole paychecks. The only thing is I'm still waiting for SDI to give me the letter, the notification letter as to how much they're going to give me, so that I can give that to my employer. Once that happens, I'll know exactly what I'm getting from SDI and exactly what I'm getting from my employer. But for right now, I'm not sure what my weekly income is going to be, and so I have to make a new budget for June based on whatever my new income is going to be, and I probably won't find that out until this week. another thing that happened to us is my husband got a new job, and so he's been training Tuesday through Friday. And this one is more of a full-time position, plus he still has his current job where he works the part-time hours. So he's still working Saturdays and Mondays, and then he's also training right now. He's going to be training for the next 5 weeks, probably until the baby's born, Tuesday through Friday. So we're going to be getting extra income. Again, he hasn't got his first check. This past week was his first week of training, the last week of May. And so he hasn't got his first check yet. So I'm not too sure what our income is going to be. So we totally need to, sit down for the month of June and kind of like estimate and figure out as best we can how to budget for the month of June. But those are really exciting. It's a really exciting thing that happened. And so it's good. I feel like we're going to be able to hit our goals a lot sooner, save a lot more, and pay off the remaining amount of debt that we have a lot faster than we had anticipated. The last thing as far as like budget updates for May is, as I mentioned, I am in total baby nesting mode. We had the baby sprinkle this month in May. It was the 18th, and I got so many cute things. And once the sprinkle happened, and I knew, like, I seen what the baby got, what I still needed for baby, I started to go a little crazy on Amazon and like online shopping. And so I definitely went over my budget. I went over my budget by about $150. So I took out like $150 from an attached savings that I had, and I bought like the remaining stuff that I needed for the baby. And so I need to stop that. But I feel like I got everything now. I feel like I got it out of my system, and now I'm just like in a super cleaning mode, like waiting for all of the stuff to come in, and trying to like finish organizing the baby's drawers, the baby's clothes, all of like the baby diaper sizes and stuff like that, because I got a lot of diapers too from my sprinkle. And so yeah, I went crazy. I feel like because we went over our budget on like eating out too, I kind of just like, and plus we had the vacation. Last month I was telling you guys that the reason why I did the freezer pantry challenge was because I was trying to save grocery money for our vacation. And so we had our vacation, and I just feel like this month I kind of blew my budget everywhere, and I just kind of totally strayed away from the budget that I had been doing so good at. But June is a new month, and we are getting right back onto it. I already took out the money for our cash envelopes. We are back on our strict budget, and I'm done buying stuff on Amazon. I'm done with all of that stuff. I feel like we have everything now that we need, and so we are definitely getting back on our June budget. The only problem is that I need to, right now I'm still using like our old budget. So I'm not even taking into account my husband's additional income. I'm going to just put that away into savings and pretend like we don't have it. But for June, I do have to, as soon as I figure out like what his income is going to be, what my income is going to be, I need to make a new budget. And then we'll kind of go from there. I'm still on target with his new income to hit the maternity goal of $3,500. I have to save $500 for the month of June. That's the goal. And I think I can do it. I just have to remember that we have Father's Day. I have a hair appointment this first week of June, and we have our maternity pictures. So I have to make sure that I put money away aside for all of those things, because those are going to be like my biggest expenses for the month that are besides our bills. The number one goal for June is going to be save $500, and that will complete my maternity fund. I will hit my goal of $3,500, so we are almost there. Number two is we need to create a new budget for the month of June, and we will then include my husband's new income into that budget. But we will continue saving money, putting money away, as well as we're going to start to pay off some of our debt. My savings challenge this month is going to be to save $1 a day. This shouldn't be hard. So I'm going to be saving $1 a day from one of my envelopes. It doesn't matter which one. We just have to save $1 per day. My last goal is to start Smart Money, Smart Kids. So thank you guys for watching. That was May's monthly update along with June's monthly goals. So I hope this inspires you guys again to follow along on my journey and to start your own budget journey. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.